Hello, everyone. Sufit here. I'm here today with Chuck Ticker. Chuck is a mediator focusing on sibling estate disputes. Chuck is also the author of the popular book, Bobby Gets Bubkus, Navigating the Sibling Estate Fight. Welcome, Chuck.
Thank you, Sophie. Good to be here.
Well, happy to have you. You've made a big claim here that mediation is a big, fat waste of time. Are you serious about that? I mean, you're a mediator, dude.
Well, mediation is a big fat waste of time. If the parties come to the mediation with no willingness to compromise, and they're not coming in good faith, maybe they've been dragged there or it's mandatory mediation, and they're just not in the mindset to really compromise and try and make a deal. So if that happens, yes, mediation's a big fat waste of time. Mediation is also a big fat waste of time when the parties clearly aren't prepared. I've seen this happen. They don't even know what's in the estate, what the value of the estate is. They haven't done an appraisal on the house. They haven't obtained up-to-date bank statements. They haven't gotten any tax advice. So you spend a whole day wasting time trying to figure out what's in the estate. Mediation's also a big fat waste of time when the lawyers haven't prepared their clients. So they haven't explained to them what mediation's about. They haven't had a discussion with their clients that, going to court isn't the end all be all. Everyone wants their day in court, but they don't understand that it's not a day in court. It's months or maybe years till you get to court. And then when you're in court, it's days and weeks. And even if you win, and I tell the parties this at mediation, my opening remarks, even if you win, you could lose because the costs involved, you're not going to get, even if you win, you're not going to get all your legal costs back. So you could be out hundreds of thousands of dollars. And mediation is also a big fat waste of time when, not all the facts are available. Now, this goes to what I said before about preparation, but sometimes it's the timing of the mediation. When should you hold a mediation? A lot of people want to hold it early on in the process, so to save some legal costs. But sometimes it's too early, and the parties haven't had enough time to investigate the facts and get a sense to what the issues are. So timing can be very important. I'm still an advocate of earlier is better than later. But those are some of the reasons why mediation can be a big fat waste of time.
Yeah, on your last point, I imagine also what if some of the facts or the assets are being hidden, deliberately by the parties? Does that happen?
Well, it certainly happens quite a bit. I've seen it happen where people are deliberately hiding something, and if something comes out during the mediation, that can be a disaster, and that usually means that that's the end of the mediation, or it could be that they're they're just not releasing information or documents that's a given that they should be releasing. And all this does is fuel mistrust on the other with the other sibling and makes it very difficult for the parties to reach a compromise because you have to build that trust because there's been no trust between those parties for years or decades. So it's a challenge, but that's what I try to do as a mediator is to build up some level of trust. And also, and this is where the lawyers can help by preparing their clients, they have to trust the process, that it's a fair process and that it's a better process than going to court and winning, or worse, even losing. So that's where lawyers can really help make my job easier if they properly rather prepare their clients.
So two things. One, you mentioned siblings, and I guess that's because you focus on the sibling estate dispute in your mediation practice. Is that right?
Yes, I would say almost all my mediations involve siblings in a dispute or related to siblings. They may be fighting with a second spouse, but most of these estate disputes that we see, yes, because of the just who your beneficiaries are, it's typically siblings that are fighting with one another.
All right. And so are you concluding then, Mr. Mediator, that mediation is a big fat waste of time, or is there ever a circumstance when it's not?
Well, mediation is a big fat waste of time unless you come prepared like what I talked about, prepared to compromise
Okay.
and done your homework and the lawyers have properly prepared their clients and managed their expectations. And then the odds are, as I always say during my opening remarks, mediation is very successful in resolving these types of disputes, but the parties have to be prepared to compromise. They have to be prepared, as I said, and they have to be prepared to work hard and help me
All
help
right.
them.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Our guest today has been Chuck Ticker, a mediator focusing on sibling estate disputes, also the author of the popular book, Bobby Gets Bupkis, Navigating the Sibling Estate Fight. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe to get more videos like this, hit the notification bell, and of course, leave a comment. Do you agree with Chuck? Is mediation a big waste of time? What do you think? Chuck, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks.